Ooh.
Why is the music still playing? Can you hear the music?
Mm-mm.
Hold on, I'm still hearing music. Oh, okay. I don't hear it anymore. So,
That was wild. Well, welcome
wait a
everybody
minute, I'm
to their.
lagging or something.
Oh, she's lagging. Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute, something's off. Hold on, let me try this.
Okay. Can you hear me?
You can't hear me, can you?
I can. Yeah. I hear you
You
fine.
can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. Heard you perfectly fine.
Okay, there's something off. Let me check my mic.
Okay.
I'm hearing myself talk back in my ear about 2 minutes, about a
Oh,
minute later. So, see, now I'm hearing what I just said in my ear.
that's weird. Are you playing it on something else?
Mm-mm. I don't think. Hold on. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I was scared. I hit something when I was scheduling earlier, and then when I went live, it showed up. Okay, now I know.
Hey, everybody, go.
What's
Hey, that's normal. We have to have those kind of technical difficulties, or it
it
wouldn't be
is?
this type of our live.
You are right. So we want to welcome everybody to this very different live and different kind of topic. We were originally going to have it over on my other channel, Angie's a la carte. We'll get it pinned for you. If you have not subscribed to it, please do, because this will be an ongoing thing with different topics.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot about the 24-hour thing that you have to do with YouTube before you can actually go live. And I've been so busy that I did not schedule till today. And of course, I didn't have 24 hours. So we decided to do it over on this channel.
And keep in mind, this is opinion. Tell them the disclaimer, Angie.
Yeah, there is a disclaimer. This video and live is for entertainment purposes only. This is only our opinion
In the
and
chat.
nothing more. So, otherwise, how is everybody doing this evening?
Yes, welcome. I'm so excited. Everybody coming to your very first Angie a la carte live. We have a lot of crime fans, it looks like. They love. I mean, I watch the ID channel, Discover, all that stuff. So
Yeah, me
definitely
too.
my thing.
And I'm gonna
So let's see. Sassy, Brandy, Emily, Matt, Clarissa, Bees, all the way from Australia. Let's see. King Bob's in the house. I know you like Manson music, buddy. Mad, Soupy, Chepe, the Funko Pop family. Hello.
and
And
then we will also be we'll be doing Eric's makeup tonight
yes,
at the end of our discussion.
yes,
So I just wanted to let everybody know.
on it there. So, guys, what knowledge? I mean, we're going to be talking. Angie has some great points about Charles Manson. I can't wait to get into it and see what you all have to say on the chat. What you knew, what you grew up to remembering about Charles Manson. But yeah.
Okay, so I have just pasted my link to Angie's a la carte. If you have not subscribed, please do.
Yes.
Um, okay, so topic of discussion tonight is Charles Manson, and I want to know: do you think he is a serial killer, master manipulator? Um, we know cult leader, um, psychopath, but do you classify him as a serial killer?
Yeah. So chat right now, real quick before we start the discussion. And like Angie said, what do you consider him a serial killer? Do you consider, what was it you said? Manipulator,
Master
mastermind.
manipulator. Mm-hmm.
So everybody pick. We're what kind of interested in what the chat has to say, so we know which way to go with this conversation. So, oh, Brady said she has a quest later on for a future show. Definitely.
And that's another reason for this as well. I am wanting, you know, feedback and give me topics, and I will definitely. I'm writing it all down, and I think this will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
Very.
especially if you have something in your town that happened, she can bring you on. I'm not going to be on here every time. This is Angie's show, so Brit, if you had something happen in your town, Brit, let her know about it, and that you all can explain, talk about it. I mean, cool stuff like that. So we got
And
manipulator so far, psychopath. Brandy said serial killer. No, so a disturbed psychopath.
see, and there we go.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a serial killer. But when you talk about serial killers, Manson's name is always brought up, and I've never understood that.
yeah. Because did you all know that Charles Manson he never killed anybody, did he, Angie? Never hands on.
Not from what I can find, no.
Yeah, so
Um,
he's considered under that list, a serial killer. So it's kind of
I do know that I know with the Sharon Tate, um, and I think it was Folgers, and there were a couple more in the house.
right,
And anyway, Sharon Tate was pregnant. I do know that he didn't do any of those.
right.
And then there were um, the LaBiancas,
Mm-hmm.
and I let's see, like I had them all ready to go, y'all. But there's Rosemary and Lino. Y'all can see them, LaBianca.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all can't see them, can you?
I see Sharon Tate.
Okay, let me remove that. And then he actually got texts to go with him, and he said, "Well, let me show you how it's done." But all he did when he went into the LaBianca's house was he held them at gunpoint. He told each of them that it was a robbery only, that he was not going to hurt them, and they he got the wallet, and then he come out, and the girls went in.
Mm.
So King Bob, Sharon Tate did not give birth to a daughter named Marilyn Manson.
Oh my goodness.
You're not
I
wrong.
do like what Brandy said. She put, just because multiple people die doesn't mean serial killer to me. Multiple murders in the same cell over a period of time says serial killer to me. Yeah. Kind of like, Ted Bundy or something, like that. That is true.
Yeah,
Hey, Tats.
I completely agree with that. So I know there's mass murder, and this
Mm-hmm.
was, but when they do link them, and you hear the word serial killer, you always hear Charles Manson,
Yeah.
and
It's just
it was
normal.
just, and I was just curious what everybody thought.
Yeah.
And so I thought he was very good at what he did as far as manipulation. Psychopaths usually are.
Yeah.
Um, they're usually able to talk anyone just about it into anything they want them to do.
Yeah.
And and this is what happened. So yeah, there again, I was just curious as what your thoughts were.
Yeah.
So tell me, Christina, what do you think?
I don't know. I just don't see him under the serial killers. I just like Brandy said too. I see like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer. It's doing the same thing over. And different. This one here is just a little different. I think it's a different category. It reminds me of a cult, like the cult category. He had a cult, and they did what he said. You have those other cults. What was it? Heaven's Gate. What was the one where they
Mm,
all dressed in
yeah,
black? I think they all poisoned. And then what's the Jones? What's the other one?
Jonesboro, was it Caitlin's Town, Jonesboro,
Caitlin's Town.
Jonestown? Was it
Yeah, Jonestown. That one. I mean, I put him under that category, the cult category. Hey, twin. Oh, check out G. Hold on, check my G. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
Jim
I
Jones.
that's what I see it as. Under the cult part. Oh, and real quick, can we just do this little plug real fast? Just real plug. So I think Chepe's dropped the link real quick here, and he's only 20 away. Ron Milky is only 20 away to get from 300. So guys, if you haven't yet, be sure to drop it. I think I saw Chepe's drop it. on it there. So, guys, just to throw that into real quick.
Yep.
All right, here you got it, twin. We got you covered.
Let's go
But
get Milky up to 300.
yes, Ryan Milk, he's awesome. But just a little tidbits too about I looked up some stuff about Charles Manson. She did the crime stuff. So just if you all didn't know this, just to throw some tidbits in it here. Charles Manson was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's kind of close. Is that close to you? Do you live near Ohio or
Yeah,
Cincinnati?
I'm 10 minutes from Cincinnati.
Ooh, okay. So he was born there, and his mom was only 16 years old when she had him. When he was born, he had no name, so they called her last name was Maddox, um, her maiden name. So he was No Name Maddox. Eventually, she did get married to someone named William Eugene Manson. That's how he got the Manson last name. They say his real father, I don't know nothing about this dude, Colonial Walker Scott is his real dad, but he's never met him. One thing I read that was kind of strange, it said here that his mom traded him to a childless waitress, which I don't understand. Did she raise him? I didn't get the full story, but it just said traded him to a childless waitress for a pitcher of beer. So I don't know. And then growing up, he was sent to juvenile. He went to juvenile a lot. He escaped many times. 1955, he got married. And of course, he does have one son, Charles Manson Jr. And then, which I'm sure you know this, you probably have this information. He did meet up with Dennis Wilson from the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys had picked him up. He was a hitchhiker, and that's how that connection went. But what was so funny? There's a funny part. Um, I think Dennis Wilson had to leave, and he left Charles Manson at the house, and there was only 2 females there at the time. When he came back, there was a bunch of females, and he ended up letting some of the females live there. And then Dennis Wilson ended up getting gonorrhea from the girls or whatever. Now, so that tidbit, he spent
I
$100,000 for it.
didn't know that.
I know, I saw that online. So yeah, so those are some tidbits that I've read, but yeah. Caitlin says, I'm not part of a cult except the Funko YouTube one.
Well, we'll get right back into it. Let me address this
Yeah.
behind me.
Someone likes your Dale picture in the back.
Okay. This is my office. And I said, well, you know what? I'm trying to do this a little bit different than Roscoe Pops. So I didn't want to have Funko Pops behind me. But funny thing is up here, I have my whole diamond collection right in front of me. But behind me, it's kind of, you know,
That's everybody's house has a room like we all have a room like that.
yeah, this is my room like that. So I have my little area here where my office is, and then that's Richard's picture back there. Yeah, I was a Gordon fan. Sorry, I just lost Ezra.
That's funny. Oh,
but but yeah, I thought the the Beach Boys tie. Now I had heard um that he was mad that he couldn't make it as a singer, that or performer, musician, whatever, and
yes.
that's what drove him crazy.
Yeah.
um but then you dive deeper, and I listened to a podcast. See, I've never read Helter Skelter,
Right.
and I listened to a podcast by someone who was doing an interview and an article on Manson. He read Helter Skelter, and he says, and I will have to get his information and put it in the description when I post this, but because I want credit to be where credit's due.
Right.
Um, Manson was always talking about um, a race war was coming, Helter
Mm-hmm.
Skelter, and that derived from the Beatles' White Album, I believe.
Yeah, he believed that was the sign because that
Mhm.
album came out.
So he was always listening to the Beatles' White Album and taking. I heard it LSD, and then I also heard that it was MDMA. Whether I'm supposed to say that on a live, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It is what it is. Or some types of substances
Yeah.
anyway that made you hallucinate and trip out. But um, so he thought that he would go ahead and cite the race war, and that the African American community would lose, He would take all of his followers and take them to Spawn Ranch where they were staying. If you've ever seen a picture,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can find one, Christine. I'll share it if you can, of Spawn Ranch, just where that little cutout is.
Yeah.
And they would all hide in there and come out once the war was over.
Yeah.
And um, he would be the victor and he would be the savior. He would be God in a sense. And so and that kind of tied into, I believe, the LaBianca murders as well, because I told you that there was a wallet taken from Rosemary LaBianca,
Right.
and he had instructed one of the girls to leave it in a predominantly African American community. Um, them only taking the cash, but leaving the credit cards in the wallet, so the credit cards would be used. And um, then he changed his mind. They left the wallet in a public bathroom, and he told her to leave it on the counter after wiping all the prints and everything off.
Right.
She didn't do that. She left it in the back of a toilet tank, and it was found 4 months later. So it the thought behind that, it kind of, with the race war, the LaBianca murders, the wallet. Okay, so is it because he couldn't become a beach boy or a musician,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
was it because he wanted to be God?
And that's what I've read too, that he was upset because he didn't get to be, the Beach Boys, the Dennis Wilson actually paid money for him to be in the studio and to make these songs. And what's so crazy, I was reading here right now that let's see, there's some people that's actually included his songs. Let's see, Rob Zombie. It has been re-recorded. Rob Zombie has used his songs, Guns N' Roses, and of course Marilyn Manson on it there. But yeah, that's what they said, that he was upset because he didn't get to be part. He wanted to be bigger than the Beatles. That was his point. He thought
Mm.
his songs would like get everybody to be part of this war on it there. But I did pull that up. If you want to hit share, I don't know if you see it on your end
Oh,
of the
sorry.
ranch. But I did find this. So that's where they were at. It says here, shows December 11th, 1969, where Charles Manson and his family of hippies lived at the time when actress Sharon Tate and the 7 others were slain. So they feel like that was their own world.
Yep. And there was, what do they call those things? Grottos?
Yeah, look
Grottos?
inside this, and this is what it looked like.
Well, it was an old, if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me if you know, but I believe it was an old working movie ranch.
Yeah, it was a movie ranch. Yeah, that's where they filmed movies and stuff. Let's see what else is in here. I don't
And I
know.
know that there is a grotto. I'm calling it a grotto. I think it's a grotto. Like this hole, like a cave
Oh
looking
yeah,
thing.
they felt to go in. Kind of like
And
a poltergeist, like a cave type thing for them to. This
let's
kind of
see.
gives you an idea of what they were living in.
Here we go. I found it. So, okay, I'm gonna.
I'm going to stop sharing on that.
Okay, and
Oh gosh, did you see what Mama J said? I'm
what?
named after Sharon Tate's character in the Valley of the Dolls. Her name was Jennifer North. Wow. Hey
See,
Tom.
you never know. That uh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why can't I get that to do right? It's not sharing what I wanted to share. Okay, let me try this again.
They interviewed the guy that owned the ranch, and he said they were helpful and whatnot. Huh.
Share. Okay. So there is the cave, the grotto, or
Uh huh.
whatever it's called. Um, and that's where they hung out. They did their, let's see, that's not it. Let's see. There's a picture of, okay, there we go. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, the family picture.
Hmm.
Wow.
So I do know that outside of there, they would play music and, they would target practice, things like that. But I guess that's where he planned on bringing everybody back and coming out as the savior of everything.
Wow. And I just can't believe they believed it. I mean, I don't know. Is it easily that stuff? When I watch that stuff about cults, I'm like, I don't know. How do you get so deep into it that you believe that stuff, you know? I mean, I can understand maybe the drugs, maybe, pulling them in, but I don't know. How
Yeah.
can people influence those girls like that?
Well, I read that he would prey on the young,
Yeah.
the weak. So when you've got people who, you know, probably doesn't have a lot of family support around them, or maybe went out to California to make it and is
Yeah.
struggling, you latch on for a connection.
True, true.
And I don't think he always acted as we saw him in later years and
Yeah,
interviews and all of that.
yeah, yeah, I can
I
imagine.
think I think he was born a psychopath, but I think a lot of his substances and I think he was having flashbacks.
Yeah,
They even said it in one of his court appearances that he looked like he was tripping then, and there's no way he could have been, I don't guess, but
yeah, on it there.
um
And that was something I read too, like on his first day of testimony, how he first carved an X. It was an X first. And the reason why he put the X was because he claimed that he was inadequate and incompetent to speak or defend for himself. So he had X'd himself from the establishment, from the world. And then of course it changed to the swastika or whatever. And then of course, then he changed it up. But that's what it was originally. It was an X to say he wasn't part of this world. He X'd himself out of society, and that had changed over.
oops, I keep doing that wrong, y'all. I act like I haven't done a live ever. Put me in a new room and I just get all stupefied.
But do you remember the interview? I remember as a kid watching that interview that he did with, I want to say it was CBS or whatever, and it was crazy. I mean, just listening to him, it was just, I was like, what? It was wild.
he was he was like our boogeyman.
Yeah,
I mean, he was scary. And and then I can remember, my mom telling me about it and things like that. But yeah, that was just very scary. And but I go back to the term serial killer. It just never set
yeah.
well with me at all.
It
Like,
don't. I mean, I don't see how he's under that list. It's just like you said, he's never hands on with anybody. Hands on with anybody, guys. And what do you all think in the chat? I mean, about that. I think like I said, I list him under the Colts. I just, like I said, those other ones. I'm sure he would have done more damage if he hadn't been caught. There would probably been more killings. I'm sure. I'm surprised Dennis Wilson didn't get part of, because he didn't get to get a record deal. How he didn't go after him. I'm just surprised.
yeah, I would like to dig a little deeper on that.
Mm,
And maybe we don't know that there wasn't a plan.
yeah,
That's why I want to dig more.
yeah,
I would love to, because our thing is music. We love music,
yeah.
everything about
We
it.
love crime too.
Yeah.
So,
So I want to know more about the Beach Boy and Charles Manson connection. I
yeah,
mean, I know enough, but I really want to get the full story,
yeah,
because we know that there wasn't a plan. Or did he think that maybe Dennis Wilson was going to be up at this house?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
not the La Biancas, but up at the
The other
Tate
one,
House
yeah.
or something.
On it there. Yeah. Something, I mean, he didn't get his way. And I was reading, there was something, let me see here. I was reading some more stuff about him. Let's
Yes,
see.
Eric. See, that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A cult killer. Yeah, he did not participate at all. Exactly. But he's under that list. It's just wild.
Yeah, it He did participate in the killings through the manipulation. Still agree
Hmm.
that he's under the cult definition, but I get how people classify him as a serial killer, and I can too, Caitlin. I mean, I get it because you've got so many people dead, and they would not be this way if it weren't for him. He caused this, but he didn't do it,
Yeah.
and so that makes me there. But and then I don't. Does California have the death penalty?
I don't know.
I know you guys over there. I think it's a little, for lack of a better word, liberal. So I don't know if do you guys have the death penalty over
Yeah, in
there?
California, what's it like? But I did read this just to add just real quick to what you saying about the record deal. This said I found this thing. It said on the night of August 9th, 1969, upset at being snubbed by a record producer, Manson directed members of the family to murder everyone at his home. I guess I don't know whose home he's talking about. It doesn't really say. Um, and it was being rented by Roman, was it Polanski, which is the husband of Sharon Tate, and that's what it says.
Yeah, that was Sharon
That
Tate's
might have
husband.
been the motive. Yeah, Thomas says, yeah,
Okay, so
they had.
did they have it and then they did away with it? Yes, we do, but it's like never used. See, I was wondering because as far as I know, no one got the death penalty for any of this. And one was freed, or two.
Yeah, because
I know one of the guys was freed after serving his sentence. One had come up for parole. I remember that. And then I can't remember if she got it though. And then he died in
yeah, he died.
2017. He had cancer, but he died of a heart attack, I
And
think.
just to add about his death, it says in 2014 he was engaged to his 26-year-old who had been visiting Manson in prison for the last 9 years. It was later reported that she only wanted to marry Manson so they could use his corpse as a tourist attraction after his death. So I don't know if that. I mean,
You
I
want
don't
to
think
know?
that happened. I don't.
There is something very funny about that, and I am trying to remember where I saw it. Because I love
What is it about
I
his
love
cremation? Something about his body. I remember seeing something, but I can't remember what it was.
I know that there is a man, um, and at some point I'm going to do a documentary on this.
Yeah,
This is just too fascinating not to, but I want to have all my information together. This was just more open discussion. I wanted to know what you
yeah,
guys thought, and and then get feedback, what you think about this, and you know, what other things you'd like to hear. So, but I'll do a documentary later. But yeah, I got to do my Allman Brothers one now. But
yeah.
um, there is a guy that I watched on YouTube, and he is like, he became friends with, he calls him Charlie. I guess people that know him like that can call him Charlie.
Right.
And he he could go visit him. He got all kinds of um, memorabilia. He does uh, he does tours. I guess they go down to the cave or whatever. And then I want to say Scott on Tape did this interview. If y'all haven't ever checked out Scott on Tape, he's a cool one to watch.
On there. Oh, I got some images for you whenever you get a chance.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. While you're talking.
So, but anyway, I think he had something to do with the girl. That's where I was
Oh,
going with that.
yeah.
I think that they all planned that, but
Oh,
I'll have to look more into that when I do the documentary. I'll let you know. But that's
yeah. And I'm thinking that's the female right there. She wanted to marry him for his corpse on there. So, and there he is.
see, even years later, he still had an effect
I
on.
know, on young people. I mean, I just don't get it. What's the Chris, I wonder what a regular conversation would be like with him. We seen him on TV acting, I wonder what a regular conversation is like with him. And is it so like you're like listening? Like, does he pull you in? Even though he's psychopath, but what is it about him? He must be able to. Whoops, he must be able to pull people in. I don't know. I just don't know how he does it or how he did it.
Y'all are funny. Mama J, you crack me up. So yeah, I I'm sorry, but now I know this may sound a little odd, but Charles Manson's younger looking pictures, he was not a bad looking man.
Right.
So that may have had a
Yeah, because it
something.
always it's how you look first. When you meet somebody, that's the first thing you're going to see.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe that had something to do with it, but I'm sorry, what he turned into looking like, that would scare the hell
Yeah,
out of me. So
he
I
probably
couldn't
did that
see
on
myself
purpose.
going there.
He probably did it for the attention. He did it for the attention for sure, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. But I'm telling you, I'm learning things by just reading this chat. You
It's
know,
crazy.
I love hearing about. That's why I was very curious about California. I wasn't sure if you guys had the death penalty over there, or if it was, utilized, had it but not utilized, or had it then but don't have it now. Now I know. So see, you come to stuff like this and you learn.
Yes, it's
And if you don't
educational.
learn, we're going to send you over to the Jonesboro cult over
Yeah,
there with Caleb.
we're trying to save your life. So if anybody comes up there and starts, acting like this, you never know. You just never know about this stuff.
My,
Just look at Brandy. She looks normal when you get to know her.
my motto is trust no one.
Trust no one.
No
Don't
one.
even trust us. Not
Mm-mm. I, I only trust Richard half the time in there. So. Yeah, he wanted to come on this so bad. He's a true crime
Yeah,
enthusiast as
so you
well.
all can do that because I don't know how much more time I'll have to do lives because I think my schedule when my job starts is going to be late at night. I'll be able.
Yeah, that's been
So
rolling over in my head as well. So I don't know. Uh, I gotta figure. We gotta figure this
yeah,
out.
and you guys, I mean, you all can continue. I'm sure you'll continue. Like she said, be sure, guys, to sub to her Angie's a la carte. This is where it's going to be happening on her new channel. So I mean, where she had just created her channel, it wouldn't let her create that live. She had to wait like a 24-hour period. We didn't have enough time, so this was a great place to promote it. She got all these subs here. You all need to go there because um, that's
You
where
know what?
this is where it's going to be happening at.
I think I shared the wrong link earlier.
Mentally flipping you off. Cults come in many forms, yeah, like Manson to movie cults, music cults, true, groupies, all that stuff.
I
Snoop Dogg
did.
clan.
I shared the wrong link,
But
guys.
guys, real quick, before we move on, and I know Eric has to catch up for his kamikaze karaoke. What topic? So Angie can start, like, who is it that you're interested in more information about, like you would like to talk about? Is there something in your town that's happened? Any other serial killers? Is there something out there, something different category? Like I introduced Angie. Well, she probably seen on YouTube. I don't know if you all have seen these about these divers that's been going in creeks and rivers and finding like people that's been missing for years, and they found their car, and of course the body's been in there. And I guess it's been in the 70s or 80s when these people became missing, but they didn't have the technology back then. And now they're going in the waters and finding these family members. So stuff like that, true crime stuff. Oh, it's awesome.
All right, so we got Jack the Ripper.
Ooh.
Yeah, and what she's talking about, it is a rabbit hole. If you start watching, you're not going to be able to stop.
Yeah. And it's crazy when they find the car, like, oh my gosh, there's a car, and they dive in with their cameras or whatever and see the car. I mean, you don't see the body or nothing. They don't show the body, but to be respectful of the family. But it's crazy just for them to go back in time. I want to do the Ken and Barbie killer. That Ken and Barbie killer thing, that is on my top list. It's
Yeah.
just, ah, that one's crazy.
That one is crazy. I had seen
Who gives up their sister to their husband? I mean, I know she didn't mean to kill her, but still, the whole ugh,
and the torture part. Yeah, it
and then she tried to play innocent, saying, "Oh, he manipulated me," but then they found videotapes. He gave up the videotapes showing, "Hey, she participated. She was all in this. Nobody made her do anything." And just so was a Jeffrey Dahmer. That's a good one.
I'm
Zodiac Killer.
I'm writing them down. So
Hey, Ryan Melky. Oh, buddy, I
yeah,
hope you get your goal. Yes, definitely sub because she's going to have a lot of stuff on there. I mean, she does other things too. If you like traveling, she traveled to Georgia. She hasn't put that video together yet, I guess, but I can't wait for that one.
yep.
Dennis
Uh,
Rader, yes, that's a crazy one. Oh yeah, Richard Ramirez. People were in love with him. Women loved him. Sent him letters. Jim
yeah.
Jones, that's crazy.
You know what I would like to do? Let me tell you what I would like to do. Have have any? I'm sure my California folks have, but let me pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all this picture and see.
Yes, Ted Bundy. That's a good one. Notice they all have that look like they're not killers. Albert Fish. Who's Albert Fish?
He's like,
Do I know that one?
um, it- it- he like he was odd.
I don't remember that
For
one.
lack of a better term, it's odd. You need to read about him. I don't mind talking about him,
I'll have to Google him. I'll definitely Google him.
but
I've
there's
talked to everybody
you may have to have a select audience. Some people may not.
on that one.
He like different things.
Okay, I'll have to look that one up.
We'll say I'll use the word inserted. He
Oh,
like yeah,
gotcha.
they found like
Yes,
I don't know
and
how many pins and yeah, it's
it's a stretch. So this is an odd one. Okay.
it's out there. But yeah, yeah, Samuel Little, he may have done more than any of them.
I will
Um,
definitely Google him, Emily. Teresa got a good one too. A guy. And wasn't he based off Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I think maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I think Texas, yeah, Ed Gain, he was the one
The
that
skin
wore the
mat.
skin
Yeah.
mask. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I want to do when I'm so bad.
Oh, the Hotel Cecil. Yes. Oh, what
And
Sensei?
to the point I want to go stay there. Huh?
I was reading Sensei. He wrote, I don't know, but I knew this girl who was
Oh,
legit in love with Charles Manson. She goes, I don't know. John Wayne Gacy this. Oh my God. Yes. Now, have you watched American Horror Story?
hmm.
Did they base this on here, Cecil Hotel, a little bit?
I think so. I
Oh,
think it
wow.
was based on this, but I don't know.
Wow. That one, so many crime. And from what I understand, they just let people do whatever because they just didn't deal with it. All this crime that's happened in there. And that's where that one dude stick right there, that whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
hold on, where's my thing at?
And I did watch that show on Netflix.
I thought that was Ramirez. That is Richard Ramirez.
Is that the one that the girl disappeared? The hotel image, the elevator
Uh-huh.
image?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if you could pull that up on there, the elevator image, and play that. Or maybe it's on Cecil Hotel elevator. Maybe if you type that, maybe it'll show it.
Let's see.
Yeah, do you all remember that? The little girl? Oh, well, she wasn't little. She was a lady, and it showed her going in and out of the elevator. Everybody thought she was possessed or something. But then later they found her in the water tank, and people had been drinking the freaking water in that hotel.
Okay, let me let the ads play and then I'll share it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Get those trolls, Caitlin. Get them trolls.
So we got trolls.
Yeah, it's like popular. We're trying to get trolls. But yeah, so if anyone knows that in the chat, when she plays this lady was missing. They couldn't find her, and then
Okay.
they still don't know who killed her. They found her in the freaking water tank that actually holds the water, your drinking water and everything, and people were drinking that. Yeah, we had a super fan.
Hey, okay, here it goes. I don't know if there's going to be sound to it,
Okay,
but
that's fine. Yeah, as long as we'll show. Or here's the video, guys, of the girl. Everybody thought she was possessed, so watch this.
I hope I don't get copyrighted or anything. But
I don't think you will. Okay, see how she's acting crazy? Watch this. She's like pushing all the buttons, and you can't see out in the hallway if there's anybody out there or not. But watch her.
yeah, it gets kind of crazy. And then she steps back in,
And she's watching somebody.
and it looks like she's hiding.
Yeah, like she's hiding, like she don't want to be seen.
Hmm.
Which I don't understand why she just didn't shut the door unless somebody's holding the button. Someone out there may be holding the button and not letting her.
And she
Wants to leave, and I'm thinking there's somebody out there holding the door button open, and she can't get.
Well, I think but see, they also said that she was supposed to be on medication and that somebody had already done because I think they stayed kind of like a hostel does, where you've
Oh,
got several people in a room sometimes when they're just
uh-huh.
traveling through. And she had already had complaints on her that she was erratic.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't
So,
know that part.
um, so it kind of makes me wonder, is she not on her medication here?
Yeah,
But again, okay, they found her in the water tower, like after the people had already been drinking the water and all of that stuff. All right. How do you end up in okay, first of all, it's on the roof.
yeah,
You have to climb up there, then get down in the water tower.
yeah.
Okay. It was closed.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that she could, because this thing's huge.
Yeah, it's like a huge. I mean, it's
There's
yeah,
no way she could have climbed up there, jumped in, and closed that.
that lid
There's no way.
on it there.
Unless she was able to hike it up, scoot herself in, but I
But
don't know.
yeah, I just don't
It
see right
just didn't.
here.
But see how she acts?
Yeah. And then someone said the video's been edited. Like somebody's been making the video make her look crazy. Like somebody's been tampering with it.
Yeah, somebody did say that if you watch the numbers, if you go to the actual, this one is on YouTube, but I think you can actually find the on the documentary. Is it on Netflix?
I think so. Yeah, that the Cecil Hotel is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey Sharon.
they'll
Right
play
now,
the
yep.
all right, okay, be quiet, be quiet. Okay. They'll play the whole clip, and where you can see the minutes with the guy telling that part of the story, he'll say you see it jump. And of course my eyesight's horrible. I can't see anything, but I don't know. What's up, Sharon?
Here I got
It's
this. Share that. I got the water tank thing for you.
okay.
They can see those as never doesn't. Right there's the water tank, guys. So if you look on the right, that's what we're saying. How does she get in there? Like how does she get in there?
Mhm. How does she get in there and it still be closed?
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm obviously thinking murder,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm telling you, there's some freaky occur. There is like, oh, I don't want to tell you guys wrong. Uh, and I'm so scared about using certain words on YouTube.
Yeah. And
But
remember, this is opinion, guys, and just to kind of, hey James. But
people taking their own lives, I'll say
yeah.
it that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
There are uh how many? There's like, let's see, 16 sudden or unexplained deaths. There were people that have jumped to their death.
At that Cecil
Also
Hotel.
knowing, yeah, also knowing that Richard Ramirez stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
Then this girl, Lisa, she, we just told that story.
Yeah, the water tank
So there's a lot of weird, um,
activity there. Just
yeah,
the energy.
shots,
Can you imagine all that
shots.
negative energy? I mean, some people don't believe in that, but I mean, you just never know. I
You
mean,
know,
what it could stir up.
what's up, James? All right, guys. So I could probably go on and go from topic to topic to person to person. I could probably do this all night long because That's how much I enjoy doing
Good
this.
too. Yeah.
But we are, as of right now, an hour, and we still have a show for you guys.
Yes, we still have a show. Eric's going to end up in the night.
So I've got to send the link to Eric, which
Eric,
I
are you
forgot
ready?
to
So, guys,
do.
if you haven't been watching Kamikaze Karaoke, we have the two finalists, which is Leda Pop from Funko Pop Family and Eric. And last weekend, of course, Eric went to Disneyland in the snowstorm and everything, so he wasn't able to do his singing. So tonight he's doing his makeup. So you all get to watch. We have secret judges, and then next week is when we will announce who the winner is for the month. And we're looking for signups for January too. So let us know if you're interested. But that's what we're going to end the night with, and we're glad you're here. Stay tuned. You get to watch him sing. Woo-hoo-hoo. So we'll get that started. So the way it's working is he gets to sing a fun song, and then he gets to sing a kamikaze song. And the kamikaze song is a one-hit wonder, which we have created a wheel. And he has no clue what it's going to land on. So that's the fun part when you get a song you may not know, and he has to flow with it. So here we go. So Angie's in charge.
Yeah. So when I'm trying to curb some of these tabs I got open. Okay, I've got the wheel up. I've sent the link to Eric, and so when he pops in,
Yeah, Mad Hatter.
we will. He can shoot me over his fun song. We'll do his fun song, and then we can uh, we can do his kamikaze
Yeah, that's what it's
song,
always fun.
and then we'll have to. I'm not sure if any of our judges are here, so we'll have to make sure
Yeah.
that they
Let
have
them
the
know.
link.
Yeah, tell them to watch the replay.
Yeah. So, and if they just want to watch Eric get his groove thing on, then they can just fast forward if they don't like our true crime talk.
Yeah, exactly. And just to let you know, anyone that participates in Kamikaze Karaoke gets one of these stickers, and then the winner for the month will get the champion sticker. But we're wanting to do it every 3 months. So what happens is the December winner, January and February, those three will compete. And then whoever wins that gets a trophy. So we need some signups for January, guys. Let us know.
So, guys, while we're waiting on Eric, are you coming, Eric? I want to hear you sing. I just sent the link to your IG.
Yeah,
I forgot to
we're
do it.
not singing tonight. You're going to end the show.
Yeah.
Leave it on a good note, positive note. We talked about
Yep.
crime and death, so we're gonna.
So, what did you guys think of this? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Your
hear more?
thoughts. Yes, and I know Angie is wanting to add, you guys in with your all story. I'm not going to be on here. This is just my first, so you guys need to let her know. I'm sure her and Richard's going to be doing their thing with it. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll have him on every once in a while, but
it's definitely Angie's a la carte, meaning there's more than just crime.
yeah, I do it. I know it sounds
Travel
foodie,
and all sorts of stuff.
but I didn't want to put it in a box.
Yeah.
And a la carte means you pick your own little. So what I'm doing is when I do true crime, I'm going to have it on a playlist. I have my cooking videos on a playlist, so you can kind
Yeah,
of
I
pick
love
what you want to
that.
watch. So it was an a la carte.
Yeah.
So it's not food, even though I got food videos up. But
On there. So I love that idea, putting a different playlist. So if anybody misses something, they can go back on it there.
yeah.
Okay, what's your request, Brandy? You said you want to make a request. Thomas, thanks. That's what you need to know. If this is something you all would show up for an hour,
Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. Thanks, Nadia. That I was just curious how people would react.
I love
And
it.
so it seems to be going over rather well. Make sure you hit the like button if you did like it. And if you didn't, hit
Yes.
it anyway for me.
And keep in mind, next week it will be on Angie's a la carte website. So
Yeah.
So we're kind of taking a break on the Southern Pop Rock Gals for a moment, So we're going to bring this up front. I want to bring this up front.
Yeah, and we're not killing Southern Pop Rock Gals. I don't. It's Christina's story to tell, and she'll tell it whenever she's ready. But she may have to back off a little bit, and so I don't know. I don't know if this will take the place of that or so that.
Yeah, because we have that Wednesday night slot, and that's perfect because it's 7 p.m. That's been the slot, and I think it's perfect for Angie to bring her show in. And yeah, so
Thank you, Ezra. I
perfect song.
appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. And I'm going to look up that person that Emily said. So
Who, Albert Fish?
yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm probably like tonight.
Okay, do that tonight and watch a documentary or something on him.
I will
You will be
definitely.
like, holy crap. That's all I got to say.
I'll be like,
But I do have the man, the myth, the legend,
Eric.
Eric.
Eric's in the house. Woo, Eric! He made it through the snowstorm and everything.
I actually wish that I was able to compete because I wanted to hear more. Like I love the topic. I love
Oh,
what
awesome!
you're
Yeah,
doing. So,
I
uh,
told Angie this would be a hit. This would definitely be a hit for her.
yeah, I mean, it's always interesting. There's some great debates out there. I mean, obviously, tonight I would not put him in the serial killer mode,
Yeah.
Me
uh,
neither.
but definitely good stuff. So kudos to you.
Yay.
Well, thank you,
Everybody's
Eric.
like,
I
Eric's all
appreciate it.
dressed up. Yeah, he's got,
I
he's a
know.
final contestant. He has to be all dressed up for it.
Looking like a sharp dressed man over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I was going to do, I couldn't find one that was longer, so it's not going to quite fit the way that I wanted it to. But you'll understand when I actually start singing. But
Okay.
if you've seen the movie or remember the scene, but it was something I was going to do. But
Oh, I think I know where you're wearing socks.
yeah, and
I know what
Well,
you're talking
well, we know you don't do nothing halfway, Eric. So
about.
I understand if you were trying to put something
Panty.
together. So, okay, do you want to private chat me the fun song, or do you just want to tell me and I can pull it up for you?
I have it to share. So
Oh, you can share it. Go ahead. I always forget that option. Thank you.
Yeah, I forget that the others can do it.
hmm,
And for those coming in, we're just continuing the kamikaze, like I said, Lady Pop and Eric competing. So
You're perfectly all right, Upty. I appreciate you coming in.
yeah.
up Auntie.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and add it.
It's great. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put myself in mute.
Let's see.
Everybody jam out. Come on, everybody in the chat. Let's go.
Let's see. Just take those old records off the shelf. I stand and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music does to the soul. I reminisce about the days ago with that old time of rock and roll. Well, go to hear him play a tango. I'd rather get some blues off that old soul. There's only one sure way to get me to go. Stop playing old time of rock and roll. Call me a relic, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same song. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music does to the soul. I reminisce about the days ago with that old time of rock and roll. Woo! Still like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music does to the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Feel like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Hey, feel like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Feel like that old time of rock and roll.
That was awesome. Oh my
I was
God.
still dancing when the music
I
hit.
know. Did you see what Upty said? Wait, are we trying to determine if Eric is a serial killer or a master manipulator?
That's
And see, I
funny.
wanted to do the Tom Cruise skit, but it was like I couldn't get my shirt a bigger one straight down. I was like, well, I don't want to get Angie flagged, so
I knew exactly what you was talking about. I was like, the socks. That's what I was looking at, the socks.
When you said the socks, I figured it out. But
Yeah. The shirt. I recognize the shirt.
that
Oh
is so
gosh,
funny.
that was awesome. So guys, this, for those that are new for Kamikaze Karaoke, this is what it's about. If you've never seen it before, on Saturdays. And Eric, Funko Pop family, I think it was Essie Mom. Was it just the three? Because we had a lot of people, but things happened. And so January, let us know. But now it's time for the Kamikaze part. So what happens is we had picked a bunch of songs, one hit wonders, and put it on a wheel. And this is where the competition begins. And it's how good if he doesn't know the song, see if he makes it his own. So we'll see. Here we go. What
I
will
thought
it
the
be?
list come out somewhere, but like you could shuffle it, but it doesn't.
Yeah, that is weird.
are you shuffling the songs, or are we picking a number, or what are we doing?
I can't.
It won't let us.
Nazrin sent it to me, and then I pulled it up, but it's not giving me the. I mean,
Yeah, so you just probably just want to click the spin.
so
I think it's really nice and shuffle.
all I can do is just
Spin it.
spin it.
Spin it. All right, let's see what you get.
Spin it from the lakes of South Lake Tahoe.
Here we go. There's some good ones in there too.
Yeah, we had fun with it on Saturday. All right, ready? Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see what he gets. This is his Kamikaze song.
No whammies, no whammies, no
No
whammies.
whammies. I love it. No whammies, no whammies. And it is going to be, what is this? One of Us.
Ooh. Now I want to do that one day, but yeah.
What's that one? I don't remember. Is that the one? Because God is one.
What if God
is one? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I know this one. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Are you gonna pull that up, Angie, or is he pulling it up? Or
Oh, yeah. I guess I have to do it from here.
Do you want me to find it, or you want to find it?
I could probably. It's probably be easier if I find it from here.
Okay.
All right.
I see a wig. I'm kind of interested in this prop. And guys, if you haven't watched any of the past ones, be sure to go back and watch past videos. Some crazy props.
Okay, Auntie, feel free. I am here.
Hey, Dead Zone.
What's that, Dead Zone?
This the serial killer topic. But yeah, watch the replay. We're just finishing up Kamikaze Karaoke, where Eric was in Disneyland with his kid. So he's competing this last round. Dana, won't you sign up? Come on, guys. Sharon, Flipcake, Emily. We need some people for January. Caitlin. Caitlin
said, I'm going to quit coming in here.
Do you want me to hear it first? I mean, I don't know, because sometimes with some of these, it's so different, but I mean.
Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it.
All right, just.
But Brandy, are you signed up? And like I said, guys, if you can't show up for the Saturday, we have remakes. We can do remakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That sounded
like
key.
It sounds like it's gonna be on.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
All right, let's see.
And for those of y'all who just joined us, the first part of the show we were talking about Charles Manson and had open discussions, serial killers, different people that you guys want to hear about. Eric has a makeup for his kamikaze karaoke, and so we decided to incorporate on this one.
Drop your link again, Angie, because we have some new people come in for your Angie a la carte. That's where the serial killer. This is next week, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. This is where you all need to go for the different topics and stuff. So if you're new, be sure to join this channel because tonight we should do on Roscoe Pops. But this will be the place to go. So here we go. Let me go ahead and put myself on mute. And this is his kamikaze song. If y'all want to join January, let us know.
Good luck, Eric.
All right, guys, in the chat, that's right, because everybody, it's one of us. So we hope that each and every one of you is always one of us, the Funko community. So here we go. All right, see if I can remember any of this song. If God had a name, what would it be? And would you come to his face if you were faced with him in all his glory? Would you ask if you had just one question? Can I have a Funko Grail? And yeah, God is great. Yeah, God is great. Yeah. What if God was one of us? He's like Funko, just a soft like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. If God had a face, what would it look like? Pretty Funko, and would you want to see? If seeing meant to do, would have to believe in things like heaven and in Jesus and the saints and all the prophets. And yeah, God is great. Yeah, God is good. Yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. Just trying to make his way home. Back up to heaven all alone. Nobody calling on the phone. Except for the Pope, maybe he's in Rome. God is great. Yeah, God is good. What if God was one of us? You'd have Funko, just a song like one of us. Be my home, just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. Like a holy road nobody calling on the phone, except for the first lady in Rome.
That was awesome. You got it. You got the
Okay,
that. Now Angel
so
here.
That's a,
That was great.
that's a hard song.
Did you know it?
I
Did you know it, Eric, or did it take you a moment to get?
I I mean I remember that song, but I mean it's been like a minute, and I mean
Yeah.
it's obviously like some songs are cute for girls, even if you try to like do a male version of it, it just doesn't quite work, and you
Right.
know. So I mean that's the
But you
hard
made
part.
it your own, though. That's the
Yeah,
point.
you just try to like, okay, how can you have fun with it? But I mean, and that's what karaoke is all about, is just having fun. So
Exactly.
until Angie totally screws everything up and
What
doesn't
did
know
you?
what
What
the
was you
heck.
doing?
Okay, this is what happened. Okay, when Caitlin took the troll out, I was coming over here to type, thank you, Caitlin. And when I hit the mouse button, it wasn't where I wanted it to be. It was somewhere
Oh,
on the pictures that show up at the bottom.
yeah.
So it ended up doing what it did, and I couldn't figure out how to get it back the way it was supposed to be. So I was just hoping that Eric could still see it on his end because I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, luckily he was doing it, because if we had shared it, probably it would have been hard. He had it on his own screen.
I would have been like,
I
okay.
know I suck.
I mean, I
That
was
was
gonna try to
awesome.
I was gonna say, okay, I'm the masked singer. I'm the masked singer.
I love
And
that.
can you figure out who it is, guys? Can you figure it out?
Oh,
You know, but
I like the
okay.
Mass Singer.
When that song came up, I was like, oh, I can't do it with this one. But Sam, I
Out of
am.
all
Sam,
songs.
I am. So, so
Oh man. So judges, secret judges. So like I said, it's gonna be Leda from Funko Pop Family, Eric from Two Boys and Their Pops competing for this month. I wonder who the winner is gonna be. We'll announce it next week.
Well, yes, judges, please do not judge my error.
Yeah, of course not.
You know, he continued the song. He sang it. He sang it all the way through, and you know, that's what he and he had a prop.
Yeah.
So I love the wig.
I
So
didn't
just
want
make
to.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's why sometimes it's better to share them, because if something like that does go wrong, like you still have. I mean, I guess that's where that would apply. You can still
Yeah. You just
sing
never
from
know.
So, and I'm sorry about that, Eric. It was just an
Oh,
accident, and I couldn't figure out how to make it back where I couldn't till right there at the end. I finally figured it out, and yeah.
it's it's good. It's fun. I just want to say thank you, ladies, for doing this, coming up with this idea. I know recently, like with LJ and in the Philippines and stuff like that, a lot of people sing it and they have fun, and to be able to get up and do that,
Hmm.
and it's nice because some of those songs, yeah, we'll sing them in the shower and we're like, yeah, we got this, and then you're like, you get there and you start singing, you're like, I don't remember this part of the song being so long.
Oh yeah, me and Angie know.
But
That's
definitely
all.
Yeah.
some great songs out there, some fun to revisit, back in those days of the 80s and 90s and even of today's decade. But appreciate you guys doing that, and everybody in the chat just for showing up and supporting. And
Yeah.
and like I said, I wish that, I'd been able to do this earlier in the week, because I would have loved to be able to have you keep going about, the topics that we were talking about tonight. So, but
Well, and that will be that's going to be a ongoing thing. I just have to figure it out because Christina and I have to work out this Southern Pop Rock Gals thing, and so it may take its place. I'm not quite sure yet, or I don't know. Love to.
well,
That's why I said I
you
would
can
love to hear
pre-record
feedback.
some stuff too, right? You can pre-record some stuff for Southern Pop Rock Girls. Is it possible of doing stuff like that? I don't know, like if you can
We might have
pre-record.
like game night or something, pop up. Like if Angie's busy that week and can't do her, if she's not, whatever.
Yeah,
I
I
can do
mean,
a
we can
throw in a
figure it
game.
out. We won't know for sure, I think, until um Chris.
Well, just do a
I
Friday,
can't really. It's not my tale to tell, so I'm not going to.
right?
But it's all going to depend. we just got some talking to do. But I really enjoyed this topic tonight,
That's
and
fun.
it seems like you guys did too, because it don't the number stayed,
Yeah.
and people participated in the chat, and
I
y'all
like
gave me a
seeing you
lot of really
participate.
good ideas.
Well, at first when you were talking, I thought cereal, right? So I was like, all right, man, we're gonna get some serial killing going on tonight, right? So, and then I was like, wait, no, this is not the right one. So I was like, oh, okay.
But just to let you know,
Oh,
on Netflix, there is, I don't know if y'all have seen it in the top 10, there is an elf, scary serial killer elves or something on there. So definitely check it out about elves. It's, I don't know. I saw it on Netflix. We watched it.
huh, I like crazy stuff.
And
But
happy pre-early birthday to Caitlin. Amazing
Yes.
birthday.
yes,
Caitlin,
Caitlin.
don't be
Sorry I
telling nobody.
couldn't be there yesterday, Caitlin. I had some things that are going on, but definitely sent something over. But Caitlin, you are amazing in this community. You have a big heart. All the things that you do for the Toys for Tots, the drives, just being there and supportive. You are amazing. So hopefully tomorrow you have a great day and it rocks just like you. So just wanted to let you know, Caitlin, love you 100%. So
Yes.
Absolutely. I hope
Sweet
you're still in
shenanigans.
here to hear all of that, Caitlin.
Yeah.
We love you, lady. So, want to tell you happy birthday. And I had to work late yesterday. I wanted to stay in longer and spend some time with you on there. And but I do want you to know that we appreciate you, we love you, and we want you to have the best birthday ever.
Yes. What's she gonna be? 50? What was it?
That's
50?
what I thought I heard. Yeah.
yeah, in Jonesboro, I think they aged by 2 times,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yep, that Jonesboro Colt over there. So,
Yeah. A bunch of unicorn cults, you know how it is.
Yeah, they're running around in unicorn hats and
mhm,
you know,
that's
eating,
what I heard. True story.
eating cotton candy. Don't eat the cotton candy when you're in Jonesboro. There.
Yeah.
Well, guys, feel free to, if you have topics you want me to discuss, feel free to send me a message on IG. I do have an IG for Angie's a la carte as well as send it to me on either one. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I've dropped the link somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I do have one true crime video up already. It's pretty cool. It's about Wayne Williams. So
Definitely
if
watch
you go
that
check
stuff.
it out, that would be great. And
So I have a question for you. What got you into crime? Like where it became such an intrigue for you, a passion, where you're like, man, this is something like. You're like, I really am into this, and for people that have their passions, it starts somewhere. For
I
you, what lit the match?
I can't tell you where this part started, but I've always wanted to be a forensic pathologist. So I've always and um I'm not a morbid type person, but I wanted to do um autopsies. I wanted to find out the why, the what. I even I majored in criminal justice,
Well,
Mm.
and that was going to be my area was forensics. Life happened, and it didn't pan out for me. But I've always just been intrigued by serial killers and true crime and why people do the things they do.
Yeah.
What pushes them to that point? Um,
To cross that
you,
line.
to
Yeah.
cross the line.
Yeah.
Everybody may have a thought, but
But you don't act on it, you know?
exactly
and
what
does it start at an early age? Is it something that when you're born? Is it something that's there and it just
Is it
keeps
your
building?
environment? Yeah.
Is it in your genes? Is there something that creates that type of, I mean, you have crimes of passion, you have crimes, of your revenge, you have a lot of different stuff, but there are people out there that just want to watch the world burn, and then it's just how that works. So It's always interesting. But with forensics, if you could do me a favor, one of the boys left an empty milk carton in the refrigerator. If you could tell me which one did it, I would love to know, because then they could be punished, and I don't want to punish both of them. But so maybe I send over the cap in an envelope, and you can kind of like,
Yeah, get the fingerprints or the DNA, something. You're gonna find something.
But y'all, do y'all not think that that would be so fun to? Okay, even if you didn't want to do an autopsies, okay,
Right.
that's one thing, and I definitely will do that later. Thank you so much, um, and thank you for coming. We love you, lady. I appreciate it. But okay, so take the autopsies out of it.
Mhm.
Don't you think it's exciting, like CSI Miami, like trying to
Figure it out. It's a puzzle.
figure out the why, and then look at all the clues and the thing. I want to do that game. What is it? The Hunter. They got some game called something Hunter. Um, where they send you all the clues and then you try to figure. I just think that's so freaking
Yeah.
interesting.
so
But
the
then to go
my
on a
boys play
more,
that. They have a crime scene thing where they made me buy it. It was like $28. And I was like, "Are you serious?" And they, but it came in, stuff came in envelopes, and you figure out like who did it and all that stuff, and it was kind of really interesting.
I
So
think that might be what I'm talking about. It's something
Hey,
Hunter.
Matthew.
But hey Matthew. But what, don't you think that would be so interesting?
yeah,
No, it's not mine, Hunter Brian. It's no, y'all gonna make me wonder now.
when I was in high school, a friend of mine in the senior year had got a job at a morgue, and
Ooh.
needless to say, that job didn't last very long, because one of the things that had happened the night that he was in the morgue, one of the bodies shot up, had like rigor mortis.
Oh, I would have freaked.
And so he was like, "No, no, I'm not doing this." At first, he was like, "Oh, I can do this. Like, it's cool. I'll work at night and get some money." And it was like, it did not last. Once that happened, he was out. I think maybe he was there for probably maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I mean, it takes a lot to go through that, and people that can figure out, like, okay, trauma to the head, and this and this. Like, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. So definitely so much out there. So it's a very interesting subject, and definitely somebody that can go to school for it and get a degree in it and stuff like that. This, kudos, because that's a lot of work. So,
Uh, it's Hunter Killer, y'all.
Hunter killer. Oh,
So
is it a
Hunter
board game?
Killer, if you would like to
Is it a
hook
board
up with
game?
me to do anything. Hold on, I'm doing my promo. If you would like to
Oh,
hook up with me, contact me. My contact information. If you would like to support the video, you just contact me and we'll. Anyways, Hunter, it's Hunter Killer. It's not a. It's like a. They send you clues
oh,
and crime packets, and they give you the synopsis, and then you try
oh.
to figure out who, the what, the why, and all of this stuff. And I think that they give you I did not say shut up. Did I say shut up?
Everyone's always trying to stir stuff up.
Did I say shut up? I don't say
No,
shut up.
no,
listen, Brian.
I was joking though, because
rewind, rewind.
I was like doing my promo. I was like, hey, sponsor.
Thanks,
Hey.
Matthew.
But yeah, don't I just think that would be fun. But
That does sound
that's to
fun.
answer your question, Eric. That's where it all came from. I've just always had a passion for it. And then I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel. And then Richard and I, we got into Funko Pops, uh and so now doing the Funko Pop videos, I kind of have the confidence to put my own stuff out there and my own interest. Not that Funko's not my interest, it's just I have other interests too. And I kind of felt like Roscoe Pops was in a box. It's in a Funko box.
Right.
Even though we kind of do karaoke there as well, I just see, like, if you had a name like BK Phipps 4, you could feel like you could do anything, but I feel like we're in a box. So that's why Angie's a la carte. I didn't just say true crime. If that makes sense to any of y'all, I know what I'm trying to say
Well,
here.
that's
We
why
got it.
I'm
We got
two
it.
boys. That's why I'm two boys and their pops, because it's like pops, me being the pops, the dad. I don't have to just have it just be about Funko Pops. Go off
Right.
in a different
Hmm.
direction.
So
But
you guys can do whatever you want to with
Yeah.
that channel. But I felt like we kind of put ourselves in a box, in a pop box with that.
but yeah, I mean that game sounds a lot of fun. I mean, what do you think, Christina? You want to take a stab at it?
It sounds killer.
Um,
Yes, Dana. Angie the Crime thought, man, if I could go back, that would be so much fun.
the pop.
Otherwise, I would just sit here and I'll talk about it with you guys and
All
hope you
right.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week to see what you put together next week. So it's gonna be fun.
Well, I'll put a little bit more thought into and have everything ready. Um, Even though I've danced around a little bit, I threw my back out. And so I'm in this that's another reason I'm in this chair right here with a heating pad on. But it's feeling a little better, but yeah, and I've been so busy at work too. But I tell you what, next week we'll get something
Yeah,
killer for
killer for
y'all.
sure on it there. But it looks like everybody's doing something new to their channel. Brian wants to do golfing, chili eating. Funko Pop says she may change her name. I wonder what it's gonna be. Can we vote for that?
The person that I think has there are two people with like the coolest names to me. Well, you know what? Now I say three. And this is not dissing anybody. I love you all.
Sure. No, I'm joking.
But Rips with Fips is like the most creative freaking thing because it's the name and then he rips the packs.
Yeah.
There couldn't have
You
been a
got
better
lucky on
name.
that one there.
And Papa Wheelie,
I like Papa Willie too.
I love that name. It suits Matthew to a T, and I think it's brilliant. And Two Boys and Their Pops.
Yes.
I thought when I first heard that name, you got two boys and
And
their
their
pops,
pops,
and
like
then it's
pop and
pops
dad.
and pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
It
that
was
was very
cool.
cool.
Yeah, Jacob helped kind of put that one together. But with Matthew, I think Papa Willie um, would be really really cool if he put a lot of anime like on around his sticker stuff. I think a lot of anime Matthew, and maybe like the Patriots. I don't know, like something like just kind of decorate that Matthew. He's not here to flip me off, so. But there's a lot of things that you can do with your channels and your names and stuff like that. And the biggest thing is we all have a lot of different passions, but a lot
Yeah.
of us share the same interest or likes about certain things. So that's what's great about this community is I mean it doesn't matter where you are, East Coast, West Coast, Canada, UK, whatever.
Hmm.
There's a lot that can be shared in that direction. And even myself, I'm a big fan of horror, but it doesn't mean it works for everybody. But yet, you guys like horror, and
Mhm.
so it fits, and that's the biggest thing is like, hey, just because that person likes anime doesn't mean I don't like that person. There's
Right.
other things that they enjoy that you can have a conversation with, or say, oh, I didn't know that about you, or whatever the case may be. Like Brian, playing golf. I mean, I think that's definitely par for the course. I mean, 100%. So, and yeah, Riz for Fips. I mean, he can open up horror packs. He can open Pokemon. He can open up, unicorn packs. And,
Whatever. Yeah.
My Little Pony. I mean, it's whatever the case may be. So, it's always about uh, reaching out to your passion and trying to find ways to convey that to other people. And even if one person comes to watch, like that one person wants to know more and learn, and even if there's people watching on the rewind,
Yeah.
you might find another follower or somebody that likes what you do. I mean, I bumped into a channel one time, they were talking about UFOs, and I always found that interesting as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's a topic, that's always good to just kind of let people, if you believe or not believe, and kind of debate, well, what about the pyramids? Those things are really heavy. How did they get there? Like, I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can explore, and like what the government hides and what they don't hide. And so, I mean, uh, there's just so many things out there, you know. So I think it's hats off to you for doing the channel and reaching out to kind of ignite your passion a little bit more, and just stay with it and just keep. There's always good stuff to talk about. I mean, there's tons of interesting. Why did they do this, or why are they called this, and things that you can talk about. What makes a serial killer? You know, then and now. Like, I mean, is there different degrees? I mean, the FBI or people say it has to be 3 within the month or something. I mean, it used to be 2.
Yeah, yep, there is a criteria.
Yeah.
Um, and I just thought of another time. I want to do the 27 Club too. So one day we'll have an open
Oh
discussion on that one.
yeah.
Don't y'all think that is y'all know what the 27 Club is? I know most of y'all probably should,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I appreciate you saying all of that, Eric.
Yeah.
It just I just hope that it gets out there. It you know people see it, people enjoy it because as with anything, you have to start, and then of course you'll get a little better,
Evolve.
and
Yep.
so
And you could pick 3 topics and do a poll. You could say, what would you like to see on this week? Like, here's your 3 ideas. What would you like to see more me touch bases on? I mean, but there's so many good ones out there. 100%. You can also pick somebody random from the chat and say, you know what, this week I'm going to pick this person, and their topic that they pick, I'm going to probably dive into. Like, you can kind of go in different directions with it, but um, I always find this particular topic very exciting. I know Big Dog Dave is huge on this as well. So he's somebody that would probably enjoy it.
well, and that's what I want. I want everybody to get it out there. If you don't mind, let people know that it's coming. Share the link, share the channel. It's not going to be for kids, so it will be, you know, to where we can actually dive into these conversations, get into it. And Matthew, I'm not going to type it, but I'm not putting the jar out tonight, but I might next time. So you never know. Oh,
Yeah.
well, well, guys, we're at 8:30 right now, and I just want to let you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you
Yes.
guys for coming in and hanging out and participating in the chat. And Eric, thank you so much for your entertainment and your words. It's always a pleasure to have you, my friend.
And don't
And
forget, next month, Scream comes out in the theaters. Can't wait to go see that one. Oh, yeah.
yes.
Do you like scary singing? You got it today.
Ah! Oh, all right, guys. Well, Christina and I are going to head out.
Yes.
And if you have not hit that like button, please do on the way out.
Yes.
And if you have not subscribed,
Do
please
it now.
do. And then go on over to Angie's a la carte and subscribe there too, if you don't mind. And tell your
Watch her latest
friends.
video too, and
Can we
Yeah,
leave
what
a
order?
comment.
Can we order tacos on the a la carte? Is there tacos on there? Because that'd be
I might
cool.
let you order them on Tuesday.
Oh, okay,
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't
Or
know.
Dead Zone makes some great al pastor tacos too. Maybe we can get those on the cart. So
Who knows? Maybe I'll get Dead Zone to come on with me one day and we can do tacos together. But guys, thank you again. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and yeah, just uh just thank you so much. I
Yes.
just
Thank you for
want you
spending
all
time
to
with
know
us.
that. And hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, y'all take it easy.
Deuce, deuce. Bye, y'all.